Welcome back to my Vision News. Three news stories. Firstly, ESAT today claimed that TPLF Central Committee had suspended 5 senior TPLF leaders. Did a video on that a few hours ago. We are waiting for Tigray's response. Professor Kindeya challenged this news story from ESAT. What did he say? Secondly, important development in Tigray, Eritrean military is withdrawing heavy weapons from Tigray. We have video of Eritrean military seen withdrawing tanks from Tigray territory. Thirdly, federal force today, federal army, Ethiopian army today flexed its muscles, displaying newly acquired weapons and modern weapons of the army. PM Abiy was there, Bihano Jula was there, Yilma Mirdasa was there. Details for you. Firstly, viewers, we were waiting for Tigray's official response to a news shared by ESAT TV. ESAT claimed a few hours ago that TPLF Central Committee had suspended 5 top TPLF leaders, Debretsion Gebre Mikhail, Getachew Reda, Fatlevo Gebre Gezaber, Alim Gebre Wahid, and Getachew Assefa. It was obviously ESAT's claim, nothing official shared from Tigray government so far, but Professor Kindeya from Tigray External Affairs Bureau tweeted a few hours ago, and he said ESAT was never a source of credible breaking news, and it continues to be so. Old habits die hard. ESAT broke the news of death of Getachew Assefa as well more than a year ago, but Getachew Assefa is alive. By the way, the 5 leaders mentioned by ESAT today, most of them were pronounced dead by state media in the last 2 years. Getachew, Debretsion Gebre Mikhail, Elam Gebre Wahid, Getachew Assefa. All were pronounced dead on different occasions by pro-government media, but later they were found alive. They're still alive. There are some loopholes in the story done by ESAT, but heated discussions happened at a Tigray People Liberation Front meeting. That is what we can confirm. Alim Gebre Wahid walked out reportedly. ESAT's claim could be exaggerated, but what happened at the meeting shows that TPLF is facing internal crisis. TPLF versus Tigray military leadership is also another conflict. So there are issues in Tigray. So far, Tigray government is trying to cover up the issues, but things will come out in coming days. So far, Kindeya did not deny the news by ESAT directly. He could have said that no, TPLF leader had been suspended. He just said that ESAT was sharing, it wasn't sharing credible news. So we'll have to wait to see what's going to happen in Tigray. Secondly, viewers, very important news story from Tigray, where Eritrean military is withdrawing its heavy weapons from Tigray. For the last 2 days, we have been seeing pictures and videos of Eritrean soldiers who have been seen leaving Tigray territories. They have left major cities of Tigray like Adwa, Aksom, Shire. Withdrawal started several months ago, but remaining Eritrean troops are now leaving major cities of Tigray, and they have been seen withdrawing with some very provocative messages like game over. Banners with game over written were displayed by Eritrean military vehicles withdrawing from Tigray. We are waiting for some confirmation about the withdrawal of heavy weapons too. Now, new videos are emerging showing Eritrean military tanks being taken to Eritrea from Tigray. The videos are being shared by some activists, Eritrean activists close to the government. So, withdrawal is ongoing of Eritrean military. Where will this withdrawal stop? What is going to be the border? Will it be acceptable to Tigray or not? These are important questions which will be answered in coming days. Watch a video showing Eritrean military withdrawing with its heavy weapons. Several tanks can be seen in this video of Eritrean army which are being taken to Eritrea from Tigray. Lastly, viewers, PMRB was at Awash Arba War Technical School today, military school, where he, Birhanu Jula, Yilma Mirdasa, and others saw a military show. Tanks, artillery pieces, howitzers, helicopters, fighter jets, and other weapons were on display at today's program at this military school. PMRB delivered a speech there, and he said that government was committed to building a modern Ethiopian army. Advanced weapons are being purchased for Ethiopian army. And some of the weapons were shown today. New howitzers purchased by Ethiopian government, Chinese howitzers, tanks and other weapons were shown. So it means that security is still a priority for the government. Ethiopia turned into a security state. If it wasn't already, it was already, but after the start of Tigray conflict, Ethiopia became a security state. Main priority is security. Though country's problems are other, like humanitarian issues, like drought, climate change, etc. But due to internal issues, federal government's priority was to train, arm, and raise army. And so far, government is following the same strategy. Now, when peace deal has been signed in Ethiopia between TPLF and federal government. Shouldn't the government now focus on development, on climate change, on how to counter drought, on how to provide food to all Ethiopians, on how to generate more electricity? As long as security is priority for the government, its attention on development will definitely be disturbed. People of Ethiopia, for prosperous lives, need the government to focus on development, on issues which are being faced on daily basis by the people of different regions. But so far, government is facing some remaining internal issues, internal threats, and external as well. Ethiopia, Sudan, Ethiopia-Egypt relations, ongoing resistance, armed resistance from OLA fighters, armed factions operating in different regions of Ethiopia. All these things indicate that still priority is security for the government. That is why we're seeing purchase of new weapons by Ethiopian federal government, and federal government, army, air force, they are showing these weapons that modern armies are modern forces, air and ground forces are being prepared in Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.